Logan Lindo, here with Drew Gress and TJ Ford, and Poppy.
Ioannis!
Poppy! Oh, man. Hey, the smile. It's good to see the smile. What does it do for this team? Everything you've been through to finally get that W.
You know, it just give us confidence. I think we needed that. We needed a win in order to, you know, we know we can be really good, but you just got to go out there and get it. And we lost a couple of tough games, and we need that win just to build up our confidence.
Well, we know that you wanted to start fast, get off to a tough start, set the tone for this game. But what went into that early start as far as this week of practice? What you guys did, what you guys stressed to each other?
We wanted to play on our terms. We wanted to set the rules early. We wanted to pressure full court, make their guards' job more difficult, and also get some time off the clock. So when they get into their offense, they get into their offense late. We did a good job with Jalen up there. The Marks did a great job pressuring, and the whole team. I think we just got them out of the rhythm. And they couldn't. They got down to the court late, and they couldn't run their offense.
Poppy, I'm not always right, but one of the things I love about your game, you're an inside-outside guy. Obviously, you got a great perimeter game, but I love you with your back to the basket. Tonight, you were effective doing that. Is that something you're comfortable doing?
I just try to play depending on the guy that guard me. If the guy that guards me shorter, obviously I'm gonna take him inside. The guy that guards me is bigger than me, I'm gonna take him outside. Just try to read my opponent and know how to score.
Question I have, good game by the way, 15 points with 5 assists. What was the key in your mentality knowing that Jonathan Holmes with a broken hand is out for the season?
Jonathan Holmes brings a lot to that team, and we knew we all got to step up. It's not just one guy. We all got to step up and make up what John does for us, obviously rebounding, assists, and points. I think we got that from other players. We scored 73 points, and I think it was pretty good.
Yeah. What's the difference with Cam Ridley? We've seen him show those flashes of brilliance. UCLA, Georgetown, a little quiet until this game. What changed with him?
He's aggressive. He's aggressive. He gets in the game, and I think he just goes after. He just rebounds every time. He just plays as hard as he can, and he gets tired, just like everybody gets tired, but he just plays harder than he did at first.
How do you think you were so aggressive tonight, big Cam like you're talking about? How do you think you get you guys to carry that over to the next game and the next game and the next game? This is great momentum to build on for the rest of the conference.
I think, you know, you just, as a player, you got the mentality going in every game, and you just want to help your team win. You might not score for 35 minutes, and the last minute you got to hit a shot and help your team win or get a rebound. As a player, you're going to be aggressive on like both ends of the floor. It's not just scoring. It's not just, you know.
Right. Lots that goes into the game. Are you surprised coming to college, being with Coach Barnes, how much goes into it to actually be successful?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So you talk about some of the notable losses. Chaminade, Kabongo, Jalen Bond, missed him for most of the season, then Jonathan Holmes. With all those tough times, what's kept this group together?
I think we're close. We're really good friends outside of the court and inside of the court. We all care about each other. Whenever something happens with our families, you know, we talk about it, and we're really tight as a group. And I think that's what makes this team really strong. Even like we've been through like tough times, we just stayed together, and that's a good win for us, and we can keep that on.
Yeah, great win.
And finally, most importantly, is that accent real? Or do you just put that on? I mean, for the ladies, you know, you go with the whole foreign thing.
TJ said, you got to keep that. He told me, he said, keep that accent, so I'm just trying, you know, be myself.
There we go, the all-accent team.
Congratulations, Poppy.
Great performance. Congratulations on the win. Now we have Coach Barnes mic'd up, ready to talk about a win in Big 12 play. We just heard from Cameron Ridley. Can he give us an idea, and the folks at home, what you put Cam Ridley through this week in practice leading up to this performance?
Well, it was definitely hard for him on Tuesday. Both he and Prince at one point in time at the end of practice were laying down on the floor, you know, a little tired, but they came back the next day, and the whole point was to try to get them to understand there's more there than they think, and they've worked. But Cam's worked hard, and I thought he really did a good job setting the tone for us at the start of this game, and should have gotten the ball more. And we were trying to get the guys to find it and get it to him. And second half, he let down a little bit, letting Tolbert post him too deep, but. A lot of good things. You mentioned turnovers. We only had 3 in the second half. But maybe the best part of the game was we were up 13. They cut it to 8. And that's where we've been before, where we've looked around like, uh-oh, here it goes. I thought we really responded at that point in time.
Well, we talked about not having Jonathan Holmes now with that broken hand. You said it's a chance, opportunities for other guys. What does it say that it wasn't just one guy that took advantage of those opportunities?
Well, really, DeMarcus Holland was terrific. First half, you know, he made a couple, let the ball get knocked away a couple times, but he was really good. And in some ways, I told Javon I thought he played the best game since he's been here because he did what we wanted him to do on the defensive end. He got down, he really tried to guard, he didn't try to force the issue, really did some good things. But again, Poppy, I mean, 5 assists, no turnovers, and he's a guy up top where he's a little bit different than all those guys that can play in that position. He lets it develop. He really does. He lets it develop, and really just gave us another offensive guy out there. And at the end, Connor Lambert too. I thought he did some good things. Connor got to rebound it better, but we all do as a group. But a lot of good things, really. And I like the way we changed defenses. You know, Poppy affected the game on the defensive end too by coming down the floor, denying the point guard in, doing little things, going over, just really kind of keeping them out of rhythm, and picked up a foul early that he shouldn't have picked up, and that's the one thing we've harped on him all week. We want him down there just because he's got such a good field, when to go, when not to go, but he fouled, and that's what he can't do.
We saw DeMarcus and Javon out on the court a little bit together tonight. What does that give you, having those two guys able to play at the same time?
Well, it helps DeMarcus because that's his natural position. He's a good scorer. You saw him. He made a great cut across the baseline. He really does finish well around the rim. He made that one move underneath. It's been a long time. That's like one of those T.J. Ford moves, you know. Comes in and where's it come from? And that was
tell you that too.
That was a great play by him. And they went triangle too, and they mixed up. And we really tried to keep it simple for our guys. We wanted them to attack. We wanted to even go off the dribble more. I think Sheldon should have been much more aggressive than he was. You know, he's got to go in and really initiate some contact. But I mean, we won tonight with a lot of different guys doing a lot of good things.
Knowing you for many, many years, can you express how much fun and joy that you are having being around these kids, even though you're under 500?
Well, you and I have talked about it. They're a great group of guys. They want to win. But tonight, I like the way we played because we attacked. I like to attack. I want to play faster. I want to get down the floor. We're trying to get them into our offense quicker, and we flowed better tonight as a team. But they're a great group of guys. And what we need, just like I told Sheldon with the last 5 minutes, I said, you know, the other night you showed that bite. I said, you can't hide right now. You know, we need you to get to the free throw line. We need you to move, get the ball. We need to put the ball in your hands right now, and you make some free throws. And he did. And I also told him defensively he could have had 3 steals if he were alert because we broke it loose 3 times, and it was right there for him to get it. And that's where I told him he missed some shots early, and I've been around him long enough to know his body language. I said, forget making shots. Affect the game some other way. Rebound the ball. Tonight, how many did he end up getting tonight? Where is he, Sheldon?
3.
Yeah, 3, but it looked like he had way more than that.
Yeah, and he should have had more because they were playing. And but he's got to, again, he got back to getting to the free throw line, and we need him to do that.